Just one small thing with respect to this. I think so something like this happens in Bombay through an organization called Vikalp. What they do is they screen documentaries with respect to social media in that particular forum. And the CDs are available for everyone to take home for a nominal price. So I think if we, probably remove the mainstream media that we're looking at for like a 24/7 airing of social issues or whatever. Instead of this small documentaries that are featured in these various places, like there's a theater close by to that vicinity. So, people who come there end up going to one of these sessions of these documentary filmmaking. So, in effect, I think it's carrying on the same message. So, these small screenings like these would help a lot to take forward these kind of issues, basically, and probably, let influence everyone else as to how this can help. Instead of looking at mainstream media as a 24/7 channel, looking at small documentaries that screen off the hook.
Sorry, but Mary had to leave for a shoot, and so does Sachi. Any other questions? That gentleman right there. And they
Many must be wondering what this oncology is doing. The oncology is talking about media. You might have seen in my citation given to me. 7 years on, I have created a national cancer calendar, and every month we have a date about some cancer. And what I had been doing was I was going to media, and Doordarshan was the media. For your kind information, Krishi Darshan program is still going on, and somehow or other I could make an intrusion for a health in Krishi Darshan. So it started with cancer, and it has now ended up into joint disorders, this disorder that had, thanks to Nirmal Dhankarji, who had been so cooperative to include it. The point is, with Doordarshan, there are any variety of personalities and people. Money is also a very important factor. A couple of years back, I was given to understand that when the new director came, Mr. B.M. Bakshi, I have no hesitation in taking his name, he was suddenly interested in more commercial inputs. Therefore, he started weeding out many of the programs. And at one stage, when on a National Cancer Awareness Day, say Women's Cancer Awareness, Breast Cancer, or Head and Neck Cancer Awareness Day, suddenly he felt that he is inundated with cancer programs on television without knowing the outcome of it. What was the feedback? How the patients started pouring into our hospitals, how started moving from the village areas, not because they saw me, they went to the other. They went to the other hospitals also because they got an awareness message. So, same will be the condition with your documentaries, which I'm very sure they must be very informative. Why I'm trying to tell you this point is that if there is an interesting program, public is interested. The problem is the projector who has to project it. It is his discretion whether he wants to send it or not. And it is where we have to work upon and emphasize. They say we have Doordarshan, another channel, what is that called, which shows cultural programs. We show these programs on that. That has hardly any viewership, actually. So it is your group which he has to convince them that they have to keep a segment similar to this. My one question I wanted to ask, if anybody is from print media or from... Once you do a program, say something is happening in some hospital with regards to treatment, why there is no persuasion of the program? The common word I hear from the media person is that we can't do back-to-back program. Unless and until you pursue it again and again, show it that this is the progress, a kind of research-oriented program that you have made an initiative, and what was the outcome? One flash is done, one flood comes of a news, and it disappears. Now, the authorities have got quite used to it. Even the media news doesn't affect. 5 years back, if something used to be published in newspaper, there used to be action. But now there is no action because it's a daily affair. So I think this modification is required as far as this kind of investigative journalism or whatever you call. I wanted to know why your journalism teaches you not to do back-to-back stories.
Pratik, do you want to talk about that? Because I also feel that the audience, they are, like I said, they are getting very free, and they're easily forgetting things and letting things be as they are. But 26/11 happened. 4 days later, we're all fine in Bombay. Yes, people were mourning over people who were shot dead. People were mourning about people who were lost. But we have this. We've kind of kind of compelled to forget and forgive. Maybe not forget, but at least forget. What do you have to say?
I'm not sure about the comments of his regarding why they're not shown on back-to-back basis. But regarding your comment on Mumbai 26/11, Mumbai always says it's a force resilience, and Mumbai lives.
Well, that's just Mumbai is just an example because I'm from Bombay. But generally, do you think we as individuals of not this country, but we just as individuals tend to just leave things as they are, as long as it doesn't affect us? Do you think we've become
That's a natural tendency of human to, unless until he himself or his family member gets impacted by any of such incidences or anything like that, he might not be following it to the end because he's just too busy with other things in his life, and there are too many other things to engage him.
Well, I personally do believe, I didn't really speak much, but yes, I do. Kumar, myself, Sachi, we keep doing media projects. I am a complete optimist. I do believe that as long as we raise our voice, answering your question also, I don't think it's the print to be blamed. I think it's us to be blamed. True. We are accepting what we are seeing. We are accepting what we are reading. And if we do not like it, we have a tendency to just forget. I feel that we as individuals have the right to raise our voices and say that we do not want to read this, we do not want to see this, and only then something can happen.
May I?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sitting between two people who believe that you make your own media.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's okay. Absolutely
so
what I
Dr. Gaurav
believe.
Chabra,
yes.
And I was speaking with Biraja a little while ago, and he said, who needs media? I know how to reach out to 25 lakh people, 25 children, and through them to 2 parents of theirs, so that's 75 lakh people, using a simple poster campaign. Having said that, we've created a website, a citizen reporting portal around 4 years ago, which is called iDishum. It's a hard-hitting punch. It's a sound mnemonic used in Hindi movies for hard-hitting punches. And we have now over 3 million subscribers, so feel free to use the space. It's got a video space also. You just have to load your videos onto YouTube, and we embed it.